look at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. EA Sports college football coverage continues with this Week 10 clash. It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Wisconsin Badgers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Keep that Super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. The Scarlet Knights will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Badgers offense will start this game off with the football. And here comes Abu Sama. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
Well, it's a program time and time again, whether it's Heisman trophies, All-Americans, first-round draft picks, it always seem to have really good running backs. And how nice is it, David, as an offense, year in, year out? You know, there's somebody you can turn around, hand the football off to, and you can get explosive plays. I think it's no different with this offense this year based on who they've got in the backfield.
Well, and it's just kind of crazy thinking about the list of guys and how they've developed them so well over the years, and it just adds on each other. When you start walking through their facility, it's like, holy cow, he played here, and him, and him, and him. And so just having that guy at that spot, it settles everything down in an offense, and it also makes you have some swag, too, because we got a dude at the running back spot that will make plays.
Got some green grass. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Wisconsin's had a long list of great running backs, but those big fellas up front, that's a pipeline to pro football.
Unbelievable. Joe Thomas would be proud. Just paving the way, just physical. They always can block the run game so well, and they're going to establish it. Every game Wisconsin plays, they're going to run the football.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Joseph. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Hands it off. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Rashada Downs going up top. It's dropped after taking the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
From the gun, the ground game. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
They'll go to the counter. Runs through the tackle. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal.
Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the tackle is made on the return, but a penalty flag has flown, and I think they may be backing it up a bit. Right on the heels of that touchdown, they give up some good field position with that face mask penalty costing them 15 yards. From the gun, it's Raymond. There he goes. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. At the end of that last play, there is still a Scarlet Knight player who is yet to get up. And the Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Scarlet Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quick give. It's Raymond. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Making the adjustment. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Line is set on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From deep, it's Kearney. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll send the back in motion. Throwing Joseph. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Back to pass on second down. Got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. They get to him, and now they'll face a 3rd and long.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more aggressive I'm going to become. I'm going to take away the quick, easy stuff, and I'm going to blitz and bring pressure and put him on the quarterback and get him on the ground like you did right there.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Back's got it. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That brings them to within 1.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Kearney. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They give it to him again. Swamped immediately.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Joseph. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. The Badgers line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Searching for space. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Wants to go up top on second down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback, really seeing the drag route start to come across the field. He puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Really good-looking run right there. He reminds me of one of the greatest Wisconsin players of all time, Heisman Trophy winner Ron Damon. He was a teammate of mine with the New York Giants, and he was so good at being patient and setting up blocks. This guy shows that patience as well. He really helps out the running game because he's not in a rush. He just takes his time and carves his way through the defense.
2nd and long here. Throwing Joseph. Oh, pressure's coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And the Badgers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink. A bit more difficult.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted for the 11th time.
Hey, man, I love guys with situational awareness in football. It's 3rd and long. You know it. He's sitting right near the sticks, ready to break on the football, ready for the quarterback to throw. He does, forces the INT. Nice heads up.
Got enough space. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
One back in the backfield, he gets to carry.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Drops back on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Straight ahead, it's Raymond. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Needs it. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. Joseph. Left side is Kearney, and he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got to protect the merchandise, gets down without taking a hit.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Punt is in the air. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. First play of this drive. Out wide left, it's Allen. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Hits inside, it's Raymond. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. This time they'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Lucky to get it off.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Wants to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Rutgers takes its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Might as well run him again. Turning it on. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And the Badgers want to pick up the tempo.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going.
Intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. Still on his feet.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Hand it to the back. Makes his man miss. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Offense gets set for 2nd down. Throwing Joseph. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Badger. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Scarlet Knights sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Between the hashes, it's Duff. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Fires to the right. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Left side is Allen. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long. Timeout called here by Rutgers, and that's their third. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fresh set of downs going up top. Look out! He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. Missed opportunity with the field goal, and the deficit is still 15. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the move. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. The Badgers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Guys, catching up with the Scarlet Knights head coach at the half. His quarterback has to improve. Those first half turnovers are the story of the game. Because they have run the ball somewhat successfully, I do expect them to go more to the ground game here in the second half and let their quarterback get his composure and stop turning over the ball. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. The run inside. It's Raymond. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Second down to the air. Right side, it's Allen. Oh, he's got some space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Now on second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. The short hands, it's Thomas. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense and zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it and advance and get what he can get.
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on second and 3. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Driven back.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put them in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. They'll bring him down at the 14-yard line, and that return of the interception has this offense with spectacular field position. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Out wide right, it's Brooks. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Joseph rushes on, and they got him.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Looks it in at the 40. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Scarlet Knights sideline, I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point. Turning it over on that last drive, it could get out of hand if they don't make something happen right now. You see the coaches and players coming together to try to get that momentum back. I'll keep you posted on if that swings here in their favor. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Throwing Joseph. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quick give. They've got him corralled.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Runs through. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give on the counter. Stopped again. At least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Looking for running room. Brought down inside the 15. Mark it at the 14-yard line. Now a 4th down decision to be made by this offense. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Gets a hand in there.
Yeah, and really nice job by the defender. Listen, a curl route's hard to defend. It's hard to get in front of that guy because he's curling back to the quarterback, but he did a good job not getting pass interference, getting around his body, and knocking the ball to the ground.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Soft spot in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw one first. What a job to lay out and make the catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Out wide left, it's Duff. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Scarlet Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
Getting set for the point after. And after making the extra point, they're down 24-13. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Deep in the end zone, it's Kearney. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Joseph shoots it to the left. That's caught. It's Rigby. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Throwing Joseph. The screen, he can go. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Rutgers takes its second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the Rutgers sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Left side, it's Duff. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Throws to the wideout, and he gets rid of it.
The offense obviously trailing here in the second half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game, but in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front blocking.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the middle. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snaps on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. This offense has it with really good field position. Sees a crease. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll run him again. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Timeout call here by Rutgers, and that's their 3rd. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. On 4th. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fires to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Badgers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Touchdown, Wisconsin! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Drops back on first down. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been down.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Dumps it to the back. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
And they stop him short. Complete the pass, but no first down. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.